I'm Smokey Bear, and you're joining me for Sunkissed Chapter 13, Paint by Blunders. Bob Ross would be impressed. Something's not right, area. They've gone and changed the locks. Samson steps back from the door, shaking his head in disbelief. How could they lock me out? This is my shop. Are you sure the locks were changed? Positive, look at the metal. This lock is brand new. You hear a banging sound from inside, like furniture being moved, followed by footsteps. Your eyes meet Samson's. Someone's inside and they sound busy. We have to figure out what's going on in there. This can't be good news. Why don't we try the back door? I'm guessing they changed the locks too, but we may as well try. Follow Samson through the alley to the back of the building. Sorry about this area. This isn't exactly what I pictured when I asked you to come see the shop. Hey, it's all good. I'm just getting the full, complete tour here. It's always good to know where the back door is, right? Samson worked the door for a minute, but the key won't budge. Like I thought, no good. Okay, well, I wouldn't give up just yet. Reaching up, you pull a bobby pin out of your hair, giving Samson a devilish grin. You know how to pick a lock? My dad always said he wanted me to be prepared for anything life threw my way. Nudging Samson aside, you kneel down and set to work jimming the lock to the back door. Almost there. Click. Yes, still got it. You're full of surprises, area. Samson holds the door open for you and you tuck your poppy pin away as you step inside of the building. Seems like it's empty, but Samson quickly follows you inside, looking around at the covered furniture and empty floors. There's a huge trash bin at the far end of the room. You can see broken chair limbs sticking out of it. Something's definitely wrong. It wasn't like this the last time I was here. Suddenly, a light flicks on in the other room. You jump, startled by the way it sends shadows flitting over the walls. Is this our cue to leave? No way. This is my shop. I can't have random people wandering around inside. Hey, who's in here? A moment later, a man comes rushing into the room. He's clutching an antique lamp in his hands, so it's a weapon ready to swing. Hey, this is private property. Get out of my... Oh, it's you. What are you doing here, Samson? I'm trying to get into my new shop. What are you doing here? I think that should be obvious. He tosses the lamp into the trash bin. You wince when it shatters. The investor just dusts his hands off. Is something wrong with the building? Of course not. Why would you say that? Because the lock's been changed. But of course it has. Didn't my assistant call you? We're going in a new direction with the shop. We're leasing the place to someone else, and had the locks changed last night. Now, all that's left is to clear everything out and renovate for a fresh, modern look. Samson glances around the gutted room, frowning at the trash bin. Your renovations are a total hack job. This building had so much character and you're getting rid of all of it. Don't take it personally, it's just business. Sorry, I had to sneeze. You already rented it to Samson. Isn't renting out to someone else a violation of the lease? Oh, that. Technically, we never finalized the lease for Samson's shop on our end. As long as we never signed it, there's nothing for us to violate. But you gave Samson the keys. The old keys, like I said, we're headed in a new direction. And what a direction is that, exactly? Oh, a souvenir shop, of course. Everyone wants vacation memories. Keychains, postcards, snow globes. No shop in town is probably merchandising to obey. We're going to do it right. You can't be serious. Unbelievable. You're going back on our deal for trinkets? We're not in the business of charity, we're in the business of profit, and our analysis shows that trinkets are where the money will be. What about my deposit? You already cashed the check. Well, you'll have to forgive my assistant for that. She does jump the gun sometimes. The investor pulls out a thick billfold. How much was your deposit again? $1,000. Fester quickly counts out 10 crisp $100 bills and hands them over to Samson. There, all settled. You know, since you're still in need of a place, my partners and I just bought a new building. I think I might... No, I'm not needing anything else from you. In fact, I don't think you have a reason to talk to me ever again. Samson turns and walks away abruptly. You follow him out to the alley and back to the storefront. That's what we want to call this. When you reach the sidewalk, Samson halts, his breathing hard, his hand curling into a fist around the stack of $100 bills. I don't believe it, all that hard work down the drain. And for what? So they can turn this place into a tacky tourist trap? Samson wanted me to kick that guy in the family jewels. Normally I don't support violence, but in this case I really feel like he's asking for it. Thanks, but this is my mess. I just wish I didn't need this money. I wish I could have thrown it right back in his face. And he would have picked it up and been like, ha-ha, I win the day. Samson glares back at the front of the shop, shoves the wad of bill in his pocket, and stalks off down the street. Samson, wait, where are you going? To break things. Whoa, I've never seen you this worked up before. You're usually so... chill. Yeah, well, you've got that whole Zen thing going on, like, let's build things and commune with nature. Everyone has a breaking point. That's because I have a very cathartic way of dealing with life's disappointments. It's a strategy that's never failed me yet. Always clears my head so I can get back to my zen. Ooh, your secret stress-busting process? I'm intrigued. If you're interested, I can teach you all about it. You might even enjoy yourself. He hesitates for a moment, his face growing serious again. Besides, I'm sorry you had to see all this. After what just happened, you're probably just as stressed as I am. And I know it's my problem to work through, but I always feel better when you're around. Learn Samson's process for dealing with stress and get closer to him in this exclusive scene. I mean, I guess it's a ball bat and probably some random shit. Wherever you're going, I'd like to come. You shouldn't process this alone. Besides, I'm not about to pass up an opportunity to see Rage Monster Samson unleashed. It's not a side I show many, so consider this a rare sneak peek. You're back to Samson's cabin, letting him process everything in silence for a while. He doesn't go inside when you get there, instead making a beeline for a nearby stack of firewood. Are we chopping wood? Isn't that much more productive than cathartic? It's both. An axe is lodged into a tree stump that he's been using as a chopping block, and Samson pulls it free with a strong tug. I can't bear the thought of sitting still right now. It always clears my head and gets my blood pumping. Okay, then I want to help. Just keep the logs coming and I'll be grateful. Samson balances a log on the tree stump, swings his axe and splits it down the middle with a thwack. You pass him the next log from the pile and he repeats the process again and again, never seeming to tire. I can hear your brain working over here. What are you thinking? I was thinking I should have listened to you. You could tell those investors were bad news, but I was so blinded by the idea of getting my own shop I didn't want to hear it. He swings his axe even harder, his arms straining with effort. Hey, at least you're getting a good workout as a result of all this. Speak lightly, trying to coax a smile on his face. Sure enough, he can't keep his lips from twitching. Leave it to you to see the bright side of anything. I think you learned a valuable lesson about how I'm always right. That's me. You seized an opportunity, that's all. You've been working toward this for so long. It makes sense that you jump at the chance to get your own place. I guess I just wish I'd taken more time to consider. He sets down his axe with a sigh, lifting his shirt to wipe the sweat from his brow. This isn't working. I think I need to try step 2. Sometimes chopping wood is enough, but right now I still have too much pin-up energy. Alright, then on to step 2. What is step 2? The fun part. You'll see. Samson leads his way to the workshop, bringing you over to a table that's covered with a piece of sea glass. Ooh, pretty. Sunlight through the window catches on the blues and greens of the sea glass, making it shine. You're admiring the reflections when Samson opens a drawer and pulls out 2 pairs of safety goggles, passing one to you. Huh, why do we need? Because he's about to break it. Where you can finish your sentence, he pulls out a mallet and raises it high and smashes it down. Whoa, what are you doing? He grins, brushing the shattered sea glass into a neat pile on the other end of the table. Step 2. I use sea glass dust as a decorative coloring on some of my furniture pieces. But honestly, smashing it like this really helps when you've got some anger to work out. Passes you the mallet, gesturing for you to go ahead. Are you sure? Trust me, it'll feel good. Put your arm into it. Taking a deep breath, you raise the mallet and smash it down onto the sea glass. Ooh, that did feel good. You pass the mallet back and forth, gradually crushing the sea glass into a fine dust. After a while, Samson starts to talk again. Really thought this was it, you know? The shop was finally going to happen, but now I'm stuck right back where I started. I don't know about that. Maybe you're just on a switchback. What do you mean? When you're hiking a mountain, the trail doesn't usually go straight up. It has switchbacks to make the hike more manageable. So, even though it feels like it might have turned you back the direction you just came, really you're just hiking upward. Getting closer to the top of the mountain, or in this case, your shop. I like the metaphor, but I've been trying to get the shop off the ground for years now. There have been so many switchbacks already. I just don't know how many more I can take. Hey, you can't give up now. After all, no pain, no gain, right? Success is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Okay, that's complete bullshit. Really, you're bringing Thomas Edison into this. Hey, who are we to argue with a guy who discovered 10,000 ways to make the light bulb? I know it feels like a long road, but what would be worse? 1,000 setbacks before you get your shop, or never getting the shop at all? I guess you already know what my answer is. You're right. I don't want to give up, but I'm not sure what to do with myself right now either. I'm definitely not interested in talking to investors anytime soon. I don't blame you for that, so let's take that off the table. No more investors right now. What does sound like something you want to do? I don't know. Kind of feel like I'm out of steam. Sets down the mallet, scooping out all the sea glass fragments into a large pile and stepping back from the table, both mentally and physically. You're feeling that in your arms, right? Yeah, your new sea glass was so sturdy, my muscles are sore already. Means it's time for the final step. A good stiff drink. You know, Samson head inside and he pours 2 shots of whiskey. You take your drinks in the living room, sitting on the couch. So tell me, you've seen how I deal with stress now. What do you do when you need to regroup? Whenever I start feeling out of whack, I know there's one thing that always helps me. Cozy with someone special, have chill time alone. I'm gonna go with have chill time alone. Quiet time is key if I'm gonna get something sorted out in my head. I know what you mean. Part of why I bought this house, it's so quiet here. Makes it easier to think. Hey, do you want to try something? At this point, I'd try anything. Even my usual distressing methods don't feel like enough right now. Well, let's just sit in silence for a minute. No talking, cell phones, distractions, just a moment to breathe. Samson nods, and you press a finger to your lips as you lean back against the couch. Quickly fall into a comfortable silence, listening to your breathing as you both sit still. His eyes meet yours, and you can't help but smile. His own lips twitch in response. And then suddenly you feel a sneeze tickling the back of your nose. You wave your hands in front of your face, trying to fight it. Samson bursts into laughter as the silence is explosively broken. Well, I guess that's an indoor quiet moment. Hey, laughter's just as good. You know, I noticed something. Your steps for clearing your head seemed destructive at first. Not not really. Productive and destructive go hand in hand. But it's a good kind of good destruction. You chop logs and smash the sea glass, you can turn them into art. Even destruction can be part of creation. Broken things can be reborn as something new and beautiful. Samson knocks back the rest of his whiskey, sighing in dissatisfaction as it hits his throat. I think I need to remind myself why I wanted to open a shop in the first place. I need to go build something. It's perfect. So make something gorgeous, or rugged, or whatever it is you're going for. I will. Thanks for talking it out with me, Aria. You always have a way of making sense of everything. Anytime. I think I'll leave you to it. Samson walks you to the door to say goodbye. You lean in, and Samson meets you halfway, wrapping his arms around you as you kiss. A warm, quivery feeling forms in your belly as Samson pulls you closer, deepening the kiss. You lean into him, savoring the feeling of his body against yours as he trails kisses down your neck. I should go. I'm distracting you. You can honestly distract me anytime. I'll hold you to that. You give him one more quick kiss and say goodbye, heading down the beach. When you get to the lifeguard tower, you see Nate sitting on the steps. He waves you over. Gersie, I was just about to text you. How are you feeling? Other than some sore muscles, I'm totally recovered from my little riptide adventure. Good. Keep taking it easy. Roger that. You know you don't have to keep texting me to check in every 5 minutes, right? Hey, I can't help it if I worry. You did almost drown. And actually, I wondered if we could talk about that. You have time for a walk on the beach? Ooh, heart to heart. I'm in. You and Nate head down the beach side by side. The day is warm and sunny with a nice cool breeze coming off the ocean. Walking close enough that your hands keep brushing. By the time it happens, you catch his hand in yours, placing your fingers together. Awfully forward of you, Kersey. Nate gives your hand a warm, gentle squeeze, welcoming your touch. Don't worry, I'm sure your modesty will stay intact after some salacious hand-holding. So, what's on your mind? Nate walks along in silence for a few moments, gathering his thoughts. The lighthouse yesterday, I'd never really talked to someone like that before. What Finn? And between that and almost losing you to the riptide, well, it made me realize some things. I guess you could say it was a catalyst of sorts. A catalyst for what? I haven't been dealing with things properly. I haven't really been dealing at all. Instead, I've been trying to be the only thing standing between everyone I care about and the sea. It was a way to channel my guilt, but it pretty much set me all up for failure. Oh, Nate. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I've wasted way too much time holding on to things. It's time to let go. I'm glad to hear you say that. But what does that mean for the lifeguard position? I know that it was a disaster yesterday, but you were right. I do need help. So I'm officially reinstating lifeguard tryouts, and I'm gonna do it right this time. That's awesome, Nate. And I'm really proud of you for admitting I was right, officially resigned as damsel in distress. I think one Baywatch reenactment was enough for one summer, or possibly my entire life. I second that. No more riptides for you, just safe, boring sandbars from now on. Hey, you're not gonna get any arguments here. You fall silent for a moment, thinking over everything Nate said. I understand why it's taken you a while to get here. I know it can be hard to let go of things. I've been where you are now. I know you have, Kersey. When I told you about what happened to Finn, well, normally people look at me differently. Like they pity me or don't know how to act, but you just stayed calm. It's always easier to talk to someone who's been through it. Exactly. I just wish I'd realized sooner how much of a difference that makes. Nate, you know, you can always talk to me. I'm always here for you no matter what. He reaches over to tuck a lock of hair behind your ear, and his fingers gently graze your neck in a way that makes you shiver. Right back at you. Whoa, first name basis! You must really mean it. He's been calling you your... You know what, just... When it comes to you, I don't. I always mean it. In the spirit of letting things go, I think I'm ready to try it. With Finn. Finally face my grief head on. But I am officially here for whatever you need. I was hoping you'd say that because I'm trying to figure out where to start, and I honestly have no idea. Well, I can't say for sure what will work best for you. But what helped me the most was creating space in my life to still feel connected to my dad. He ponders this for a moment. I think that's what I want to do too. I have a box of Finn's old things I haven't looked at in a while. That might be a good place to start. That'd be a great place to start. You know, at one point I actually created a ritual to help me connect with my dad. It involves some of his mementos too. Maybe something like that could work for you with Finn. I think I got the perfect place to do this. Finn loved going to his fire pit out in the woods. We'd spend all day there just enjoying the summer. I could show it to you, but we could try your idea out there. Help Nate to go back, or let go of his past, and share some alone time in this exclusive scene. That sounds like a perfect place to do this, and I'd love to see your hangout spot. Now then, let's not waste any time. Might back out if I don't go through this right away. Nate brings you to a clearing in the woods hidden from the view of circled trees. You sit in the shade while he stirs up the fire pit. Wow, this place is beautiful. I'm guessing Finn came here a lot? It was his favorite place in Turtle Bay. We used to play here all the time as kids. Nate holds up the box of mementos he brought along and starts to open the lid. Wait. First things first, every ritual needs to have an intention. Alright, expert. Like what? Like, well, actually, that's up to you. What's the most important thing to you right here, right now? Honestly, just letting go of all the guilt I've been holding on to. I think Finn would want that too. Let's be sure to focus on that as we go through. And if we're going to create a ritual properly, it needs to have a definite beginning. How many rules? What did you have in mind? We should start the ritual with a specific phrase, you say. Well, like open sesame, abracadabra. It's not a magic show. I was thinking more like something specific to Finn. Maybe an inside joke, or something that makes you think of him. Ah, well in that case, howdy bunga. Is that like howdy and cowabunga put together? That's exactly what it's like. I'm not judging, but that's completely ridiculous, like, which makes it perfect. The ritual has officially begun. Okay, so should I just open the box now, or... Nate looks apprehensively at the box of mementos, making no move to open it. Don't worry, Nate. I'm right here with you. You reach an arm around his shoulders and squeeze. He leans into your touch, giving you a grateful smile. And first, remember that the goal here is to let go of guilt. Let's make a rule. Anything you take out of the box, you can't put back in until you let go of any guilt you have about it. Deal? Sure, but how am I supposed to do that exactly? Well, it's a ritual, so it could be just one little action or gesture. What something feels like letting go to you. Nate lets out a deep breath, clearly at a loss. Nate, that's it. What's it? A sigh kind of feels like letting go, right? So maybe you should blow away your guilt. Like you're releasing all the guilt out into the wind. Guess it couldn't hurt to try. Nate opens the lid to the box, and together you appear inside. Mementos he's kept of his older brother. Tell me about the puka necklace, Swiss Army knife, yo-yo. Puka necklace. Nate holds up the necklace, made of small white shells. Finn got this when he was 14 from the best surfer in Turtle Beach. Or at least, he was the best surfer before Finn started competing. What happened when Finn started beating him at surfing? Did he throw a fit like Chaz? Nah, Max was cool. He said he always knew Finn was gonna end up better than him. That's why he, gave him the shells. That does sound pretty cool. Finn passed the shells on to me right before, well, you know. I was wearing this the day of his accident. I haven't worn it since. Well, it's definitely time to let that guilt go. You're right. Puka necklace. No more guilt on you. Nate blows on the puka shells like he's trying to clear dust off of them and sets them back in the box. Tell me about the Swiss Army knife. This belongs to our grandpa. Finn was obsessed with this thing as a kid. He got his hands on it every time we visited Grandpa's house. But Mom was terrified Finn was going to cut a finger off or something, so she always made Grandpa hide it. I'm guessing that didn't stop him from finding it. No, found it every time. Eventually, he got old enough for my mom to stop freaking out, so Grandpa gave it to him as a present. He always had it with him after that. I bet it came in handy. Mostly as a bottle opener, but yeah, for sure. Swiss Army knife. No more guilt on you. Nate sends the guilt off into the breeze before putting the knife back in the box. Tell me about the yo-yo. You pull the yo-yo out of the box. What's the story with this? This is my yo-yo. Finn stole it from me when I was 5. And I can see you took that really well. Well, I probably wouldn't have minded so much if he hadn't broken it. Nate takes the yo-yo out of the box and demonstrates throwing it down as its string and pulling it back up a couple times. It looks like a functioning yo-yo to me. It's supposed to light up, Kersey. Look at the little blinky lights in there. No blinky! I'm pretty sure those lights would be broken by now, with or without Finn. Next to Finn, we'll never know. But no more guilt on you either, yo-yo. He blows the guilt off the yo-yo and places it back in the box. Well, that's everything. Nate starts to close the box, but something catches your eye poking out from beneath the other objects. Reach down and pull out a small fragment of marble out from the bottom of the box, a rough drawing of a wave etched out onto the front. Is that... His expression stunned, Nate runs his fingers over the marble, tracing the shape of the wave. I can't believe Finn kept this. I thought he threw it out years ago. What is it? I made this for Finn during a summer camp craft class, when I was like 10. I tried to draw the kind of wave he liked to surf. I looked up so much to him back then. I was always running around after him, trying to get his attention, his approval. Hold on, I'm still enjoying the mental image of little Nate in a craft class. Well, that's what the height of my artistic talent. Trust me. Nate falls quiet for a moment and then turns the marble over and over in his hands. I didn't expect to see this here. Finn was never sentimental about this kind of stuff. He spent so much time making fun of me and playing pranks. I always thought he found these kinds of gifts too cheesy. But he saved this for all those years. That means it was precious to him. But why? I mean, it's not even a good drawing. Because it came from you, his little brother. Nate takes a shaky breath, blinking fast. His hand closes over the marble and he squeezes it tight for a moment. Then, one more time, he breathes out and pulls it back into the box. His shoulders relax a bit. Thanks for sharing all this with me, Nate. How are you feeling? I should be thanking you. I thought that this was going to be really rough, but I actually feel a lot lighter than I have in a long time. What would you say to Finn if he were here right now? I'd say, I miss you. You were a complete pain sometimes, and the best older brother I could ask for, but I wouldn't be who I am without you. And I wouldn't be standing here right now if it weren't for this amazing girl next to me. I wish you could have met her. I wish I could have met Finn too, but I feel like I know him a little now, thanks to you. You know, as great as I feel, I'm also completely exhausted. Is that normal? Totally. Tell him coffee's on me. Coffee. I don't have any and I need some. I think you've earned to pick me up after all this. We'll stop somewhere on the way back. Sounds like exactly what I needed. Thanks, Chrissy. You did great today, Nate. And yesterday, too. Well, I had great help. You stay in the glade a little while longer, enjoying the peace and quiet of the moment. It's finally time to go. You help Nate clean up the fire pit, and then, when you're just about to leave the clearing, he gently catches your arm. Seriously. It meant so much to me, I don't know how to explain. You reach for his hand, and he squeezes back with a warm, gripping grip, managing to transmit gratitude and affection without saying a word. No need to explain. I know. Thanks, Chrissy. For helping me see things differently and, well, just everything. Of course. Anytime. Tip your head up, and Nate meets you in a sweet kiss. He dangles his hands in your hair as the kiss grows deeper, and you put your hands on his chest, steadying yourself as a heady, dizzy feeling takes over. Nate. You rest his forehead gently against yours, his breathing a little unsteady. Feel free to make that an anytime event as well, Kersey. Maybe I will. Nate kisses you again and then lets you go. You say goodbye to Nate and head back to the house, walking slowly to savor the sunshine. It's 95 out. I'm not savoring crap. At home, you find Alexis in her room, lounging on her bed. Pebbles is curled up next to her, panting happily. Scratch behind Pebbles' ears, and she gives your hand a friendly lick. Ow, ow. Hey, kiddo, how you feeling after your big date last night? Pretty good. I mean, thanks to you at least, everything went pretty smoothly. Personally, I think I deserve a pat on the back for single-handedly saving that dinner date. And coffee. You owe me coffee. Lots of coffee. Hey, part of it was definitely thanks to my natural charm. Oh, please. You were totally freaking out, and you know you owe me. Anyway, Sai and I have been texting today. I think we're gonna grab coffee tomorrow. Hey, look at that. You could pick me up one. Sounds like a wing woman work is done. For now. What about you? You've been pretty busy this summer. Any sparks? Good question. I just want to go on. I haven't made anyone yet. Stop it! Stop it! Luckily, I made such good friends. Okay, I guess this is the moment of choice in this book where we have to choose, huh? Okay. Just stretching. I need some energy. I'm thinking. I guess I'll run down the pros and cons. Okay, Nate, I feel like they forced him on you at the beginning. Eventually we got to know him, but that still doesn't excuse what Pixelberry did. Eliana's nice. She's got a good, light-hearted personality, but can be spunky at times. And Samson, I like his I like his attitude on things. I like his perspective on things. I like how he's kind of like the underdog. I don't really see many cons with him. I actually don't see really any. I don't know. Feel free to let me know what you guys pick down in the comment sections below, but I'm gonna go with Samson. Surprisingly attracted to Woodsman. Whatever. I bet you just love his big soulful eyes. Oh, shush. It's more than just that. Samson and I understand each other. And now I hope you had a relaxing morning because it's time to paint. Finally, I've been waiting to give this house a facelift all summer. Let's go. Let's head outside with painting supplies and pick a section of the porch to get started on. I talked to Mom earlier and we narrowed it down to 3 options, but we just couldn't choose. Which color do you think would look best on the house? Look at the paint cans, considering your options. I can just imagine how nice it would be. Look, if we went with blue. Close your eyes, visualizing the paint over in your mind. But can't forget pink. Can you just picture how cute it would look? Let's see. No. I mean, that's not really pink, but that would look great. But we've still got one more option. Alexis turns the yellow can. Oh, sweet mother of Christ. What? Can towards you, wiggling your eye fingers over it. Visualize sunshiny yellow. No, I actually see that where it's fading. Do you guys see it? Where it's fading and like the white parts are black and then the paint's actually there. I could see that. Like, make the roof black. Make the window seals black. Make the house like a dark blue or blue, like sky blue, maybe. Any blue could really go with it, but like, visualizing how it looks adorable. See right there. Okay, I think I've made my decision. I know just which color our beach house needs. Let's go with... Why don't they give you a little assortment to go back through so you can actually look at it without having people, like, in the way? I'm gonna go with blue, however. Reminds me of the ocean and this beach house after all. Ooh, solid choice. It's gonna look so good when we're done. Together, you set up the painter's tape and lay down the drop cloth. A moment later, your mom joins you. Well, we picked a perfect day for painting, and I can see you picked a color too. Right? Like, could the weather be any more gorgeous? It's 95 out, shut up! God, don't forget, girls. Too much paint on the roller brush, and you'll start splattering everywhere. Oh no, God forbid that happens. Don't worry, Mom, we learned our painting tips from the past. You load up your roller brush, and a fresh coat of paint. You ready, house? One facelift coming your way. Wait, before we start, I need to capture a small before picture. Smile! Mom taps her roller brush to yours while Alexis snaps away. Cute posting. Okay, now we can start. You each pick a section of the porch to get started on and get to work. Sometime later, you've moved onto the porch to the front of the house. Take a step back to admire the new color. Man, this beach house is a lot bigger than it looks. We're making excellent progress, though. Why don't we bust out an old family favorite to pass the time? How about the question game? Ooh, we haven't played that in forever. I hate family bonding time, shit. We picked the topic for questions area. I'm always terrible at that. Plus you want to ask the first question. Duh! Okay, I choose Turtle Bay. Good topic. Okay, first question. What's been your favorite thing about Turtle Bay this summer? Drowning. Drowning. My favorite thing has been family bonding, local scene, romance. Yeah, I definitely didn't picture the summer being about romance at the start, but Turtle Bay has made it kind of hard to resist. Turtle Bay can have that effect. The local lifeguard situation is pretty hot. I mean, yes, but it's not just that. I like being around Nate. I like talking to him. We connect. Aw, well, don't forget to invite me to the wedding. What? See? What did I just fucking say? What did I just fucking say? Pixelberry! What did I just say? They're forcing Nate. Why are we talking about Nate? I don't know. We literally picked Samson in the bedroom when she asked, what in the actual Pixelberry? You can't even keep your storylines coherent for choices that we make. Come the on, really? Hardy har har. And need I mention a certain broody, mysterious woodcarver? Oh, we're just gonna go through them all. Oh, sweet Jesus. Samson is not broody. Alexis raises a skeptical eyebrow at you. Yes, I get it. I get around. Okay? I get around, Alexis. Well, okay. Maybe a little, but that's one of his charms. Plus, we've all noticed how you're digging the local turtle researchers. Brains and beauty, right? Didn't you just ask me who I picked? And I picked Samson, but we're gonna go through them all. What the Pixelberry? It's pretty irresistible combo. Do you think you could convince her to name one of the baby turtles after me? Not sure I have that kind of influence, but I'll see what I can do. Alexis swaggles her eyebrows at you. Alexis! What? I'm keeping it real. What about you? What's been your favorite thing about Turtle Bay? Are you kidding? The sunshine? My tanning game's been on point. You look like you haven't tanned at all. I'm spending time with you, of course. What about you, Mom? Definitely the new art gallery. It was such a pleasant surprise to find a place like that popping up here. Your turn to ask. Alright. What's been the best of... There's only been one event in this hellish fucking book. Here's the curious person. Pebbles, no contest. I think that's technically cheating, but I'll let it slide on the grounds that I agree. What about you, Mom? I think the Clam Bake has been my favorite Turtle Bay event this year. It really evoked the... Really? We asked who's the cutest person. She goes with the event. As if we just completely and utterly completely fucking ignored the fact that we asked who's the cutest person instead of the other question. Okay. Alright. I'm done. I'm done with this, guys. I can't do this anymore. This is it. And it's something you can really only experience in a beach town. You continue chatting and painting, eventually making your way over to the porch steps. Hey Alexis, remember when we used to play hide and seek under there? It was the best spot right next to the house's foundation. Wait a minute, I found a strong foundation. Remembering the hint from your dad's last letter, you quickly crouch down and look under the steps and notice something tucked away. Looks like another letter, jackpot. Read your dad's fourth letter to get a part in the next treasure map. Oh, sweet Jesus Christ. Yeah, especially after the cluster we just went through with Mom not even knowing what we asked. You wave Alexis over and the two of you duck underneath the stairs, pulling the letter out from its hiding place. Yes, I'm going to speed read this shit because now I'm disinterested completely in this crap. Dear Area, this message is top secret. If your mom walks in, destroy it at once. Kidding. Then you'll lose my beautiful map. The following is a forbidden story of how we bought the beach house. It all started with your mom eating some bad shrimp. We spent 3 days recovering at the Turtle Bay B&B while I had the time of my life, your mom's words, wandering around town. If I hadn't wondered, I had never come across the beach house for sale, and buying this place was what made us want to start a family. After all, where else could you girls have learned valuable lessons of how to build sandcastles and not to adopt a stray crab as a pet, all on the same day? I wish we wouldn't have had to stop coming, especially right in the middle of Alexis's high school years. If I hadn't experienced it firsthand, I wouldn't have believed there was anything on the planet that could keep me from the beach. That's why it's important for you girls to get the place fixed up and really make it home again. Nothing brings me joy than imagining all the new memories you'll be able to make there. Maybe with your own kids someday. Whatever you do, I know you'll make me proud. Are you starting to get the whole picture of the map? I think you're going to be surprised. Only 2 letters to go, kiddo. And the best next one might be hiding closer than you think. Go drink some bleach. Love you more than the ocean loves waves. One step closer to finishing that map. I love reading these letters. It makes me feel like Dad's right here. You put your arm around Alexis, giving her a squeeze, and tuck the letter away before climbing out from underneath the stairs. You dip your brush back into the tray, but there's hardly any paint left. You hold your paint tray loosely as you head back over to the paint buckets for a refill. Hey, that was my neck! Turn to see you've accidentally dribbled paint on Alexis, who's crouched down by the porch railing. Oh, whoops. Sorry, kiddo. She wipes the paint off the tarp that's taped over the deck and a dangerous glint in her eyes. Sorry, can't save you. In a paint fight! Alexis loads up a roller and flings paint in your direction. Some lands on the plastic window covering behind you, but the rest splatters all over your shirt. I'm going to fling, paint wildly. Oh, that's it, you're so dead. Alexis shrieks as you begin whipping paint in all directions, splattering all over the club. No! I'm too pretty to die in paint! You and Alexis both run around to the back of the house. Paint flies across the pool deck. Pebbles streaks after you, barking excitedly. Let me guess, we're gonna have to paint the deck because you are probably gonna end up picking it up. Watch out, Pebbles, no one's safe! Alexis dabs paint on Pebbles' tail as she runs by, cackling. Oh! Girls, you're making a mess. You and Alexis are both too distracted to listen. Hope you're ready for a paint makeover! You're the one who needs to glow up. This color will look great on you. Just when you think you're out of ammunition, your eyes fall on some extra paint cans lined up along the back wall of the house. But Alexis is already heading towards them with a mischievous smile on her face. Don't you dare. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm just walking over here. Alexis grabs a bucket of paint, stalks towards you. You back up, but hit a fence. And Alexis launches the entire contents of the buckets at your chest. Foul play! What's the matter? I can't handle a little paint shower? Oh, you're gonna get it. You lunge at her, catching her in a bear hug. No, get off! It's smearing all over me! The fight ends with you and Alexis collapsing on the ground, both of you out of breath and laughing hysterically. The shadow falls over you, and you look up to see your mom poised over you with a camera. Say cheese, girls. Monster! Gouda. Both dissolve in laughter again as your mom snaps photos. That might be the best picked photo the whole summer. Oh man, I think you won that fight, kiddo. I'm literally crusted with paint now. I think we both better rinse off before we get back to work. I call dibs on the shower. Alexis jumps up and runs back into the house. I call dibs on the pool. Bye! Pebble streaks after her, and Alexis scoops her up before she can track paint into the house. Come on, girl. Let's go get you cleaned up, too. You girls better both take your shoes off. You slip off your shoes and follow Alexis into the house, where you rinse off at the kitchen sink. With your hands dripping, you glance around the kitchen for a towel, but there isn't one in sight. Of course. You head down to the linen closet in the living room, but you hesitate when you pass a framed photo of your dad on the shelf. Dad, I wish you could see how good the beach house is starting to look. We've made so much progress. Photo stands next to the urn that holds your dad's ashes, and gently trace your finger over the wave pattern on the front. Suddenly you notice the corner of a letter sticking out from underneath the urn. 2 in a day? This one looks a little different. Carefully, you lift the urn and retrieve the letter without hesitation. You open it and start to read. Wait, what? It was like a sentence and then it's gone. It was dear honey, but... Alright, whatever. Your eyes trail down to the rest of the words on the page. Widening in surprise, you cover your mouth with your hand. There you are, honey. What's that in your hands? It's a letter from Dad, telling you that he wanted us to spread his ashes in Turtle Bay. Well, I guess I didn't have to read it. Your mom's still a biatch. Your mom knew all along that your dad wanted his ashes spread in Turtle Bay, but she kept it a secret. Find out why in the next chapter. So anyway, as you can tell, I've about had it with this goddamn book. I've also about had it with Pixelberry. I don't understand. You do a simple choice, and the game doesn't even recognize the choice. It's like, who's the cutest in Turtle Bay? And I enjoyed the van. if I asked about the goddamn event, which was the only event in the game, I'm broken, guys. I'm legitimately broken. So let's just move on. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, please remember to hit that bell icon to receive notifications for when I upload content. Otherwise, YouTube will literally say you do not care about this channel because of their stupid, idiotic algorithm, and they'll be like, yo, Locum is now going to disappear into obscurity. Also, there's a few links down below for social media, Discord, and if you like to support me and my channel, you can always hit the join button on YouTube. It goes to help out the community, this channel, me, and my 2 special needs brothers. And without further ado, thank you all for watching. I will be streaming later this evening on Twitch, so feel free to come by, talk about anything, chillax. We have great music. You have yours truly, and we have our community members. So, peace out till then.